Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to episode number 4 of MyGM Mode here on WWE 2k23. And today we have our very first PLE in the series. It is time for SummerSlam. As you can see, one of the WWE's biggest PLEs of the year is here. Can you keep up the heat in the summer's most anticipated event? That is our goal today as we look to hopefully get some momentum for our brand. It has not been easy. And we have, I think, a pretty solid show booked. And I hope you guys are ready for this one. If you are, make sure you drop that like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more MyGM content here on the channel. I appreciate the support in the early portion of this series. Also, if you're interested in buying some Rogue Energy, I have a referral link down in the description below. If you use my code Mr. Rob, you get 10% off your next purchase. A win-win for you. But let's get into it. Like I said, Raw, we are currently second in the standings. SmackDown last episode kind of built a little bit of a lead. They have a pretty solid show going so far, but we're hoping that tonight we can close the gap. I've booked a pretty solid show, and we're kind of going all in. We're spending a lot of money. As you can see at the top, our budget is $91,000, and right now our show cost is $80,000. So we're going pretty boom or bust here. I've even activated one power card that makes it so our costs for arenas and stuff this week is all free, because we're going to the SummerSlam arena and that'd be an extra $20,000. Not sure if we can afford all that, so we are sticking to putting a power card in place. And here's how our roster currently looks. We have our top two superstars are our top champions, Asuka and Roman Reigns. Then we have Shinsuke Nakamura as well, Gunther, Bayley, and company. We have some pretty solid rivalries going. You know, Bayley and Asuka, they are a level 4 rivalry. Nakamura and Reigns will fight over the World Championship later. They are a level 3 rivalry. And then we have Gunther and Owens, level 2. And then as well as the Usos, Edge, only a level 1. And Ripley and Morgan also level 2. But this is a big time pay-per-view and I want to go all out. So we are going to actually activate another power card we have. And it's the one we got at the beginning for being Adam Pearce. So we're going to activate this Instigator power card, which increases all of active rivalries by 1. And I hope that will give us an even bigger show. As you can see now, 4 level 4 still. Level 4 for Nakamura, Reigns, Owens, and Gunther are level 3. Ripley and Morgan level 3, Edge and Usos level 2. So this is a big time show. Also, if you saw on the roster a second ago, spoiler alert for one actually new superstar we signed, but we'll get to him in just a minute. But it's time for SummerSlam. Let's get to the show. And here is how the show is looking. Let's run it down. First, we're going to have the United States Championship on the line. Kevin Owens, Gunther, level 3. There's no specialty match in this one. I don't have enough money for it. Can you believe it? We actually are pushing our limit, so they'll be going just one-on-one. Then we'll see a self-promo from Raquel Rodriguez. Hopefully get her a little bit of popularity. Extreme Rules match. Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley will go at it. Nothing, no title on the line, just bragging rights. Sami Zayn will cut a self-promo. We promised him a promo spot on the card, and there he is. The Raw Tag Team Championships will be decided. Edge and Randy Orton of Rated RKO will take on Jimmy and Jay, the Usos. We'll see who will become the first tag champs for the brand. And our newest signing will make an appearance. Yes, Braun Strowman is our very first big signing here in the series. I signed him because he's a giant, and he actually pairs well with Sami Zayn. I think that's going to be the first rivalry for Zayn, is him and Strowman, because Zayn wants to get involved in the action, and Strowman Cruiser versus Giant matchup, that will go well. Once the Sami Zayn's a good guy, I think Braun Strowman works better as a heel. So we're going to go ahead, sign him, and turn him heel on SummerSlam. Then we'll have the WWE Championship. It will not be the main event. Roman Reigns will take on Nakamura one-on-one. Nakamura got the win last week, non-title. We'll see if he can keep it up. Then we're kind of out of spots, so we just put Tozawa on there for some advertising, hopefully to get us some more money. Because he's got 52 pop, why not? He's actually won a couple of big matches, believe it or not. And then our main event, it is the Raw Women's Championship. In the main event, level 4 rivalry. Asuka, the new champion, will defend against the former champ Bayley inside a steel cage. I'm hoping that one lays it out for us. A 5-match solid card. We will not meet our commissioner goal for the first time, though. As it said, keep your your most popular cruiser out of the matchup. And since that's the Usos, that is definitely not going to happen. So we're going all out. We'll see if we can beat SmackDown this week. Let's not waste any more time. Let's confirm the show and get underway with this one. SummerSlam, starting off Kevin Owens Gunther for the United States Championship. And we have Kevin Owens retain the championship. Rivalry is complete in a 3.5-star match. A pretty solid start to the show. Yes, it said rivalry complete, but it was only a level 3 rivalry. We didn't blow it off with a big, extreme match of any sort. So maybe we can get a little bit more juice out of that one. They did well in our opener. We'll have to see what becomes of this one. Raquel Rodriguez cuts a self-promo. It only got her one pop. She doesn't have the best mic, so we'll take what we can get there. Extreme Rules, Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. Winner of this one could be one of the next in line for a future Raw Women's Championship opportunity. And it is going to be Liv Morgan who picks up the win here. I think Rhea won the first 2 matches. Liv gets the win here. That is a 3-star match, so a good little piece coming from that rivalry. Our only non-title the card. I was a little hesitant about this match, but 3-star, not bad. We haven't had the best luck in the mid-card in our shows leading up to this point, so it was good to see them to capitalize on it. Sami Zayn cuts a self-promo for 2 extra popularity, getting him ready for that match and feud against Braun Strowman. Who will be our first Raw Tag Team Champions? It is in St. Louis, Missouri, too, so Randy Orton is the hometown man, and the first Raw Tag Team Champions of the series is Rated RKO. Edge and Randy Orton win. And it is a 3-star match. We kickstart a rivalry as well, as this will definitely not be the last time we see these 2 teams go at it. But Randy Orton and Edge, congratulations, are your first Raw Tag Team Champions. Braun Strowman's promo goes okay, but he is officially a heel, so we'll have him and Sami Zayn next week. WWE Championship on the line. Nakamura versus Reigns. Nakamura won beforehand. Can he win the gold when it matters? And no, he does not. Roman Reigns retains the WWE Championship in a 4-star match. That is what we want to see. It's been a pretty solid show, 4 stars, and I'm even more happy that the Tribal Chief did retain the WWE Championship. I wanted to keep it on him, so he wins. Kind of like earlier with the U.S. title, yes, rivalry could be complete, but we did not have a special stipulation for this match, so maybe we continue it. But I think I would also be okay if Roman and Shinsuke kind of call it here. It's been a pretty solid feud, but I think Roman Reigns maybe could be ready for something next. Akira Tozawa, yeah, he lost 4 popularity. That's kind of tough, but he got his 6K. Not really worried about that. I'd rather take the cash, honestly. And then our main event, the steel cage match for the Raw Women's Championship. Asuka versus Bayley. I put a lot of hope into this match. I hope it can deliver, and Asuka retains the championship in a 4.5-star classic, our best match of the series. I think we made the right choice making this the main event. Oh, I'm so happy for that. Asuka, 4.5 stars. She has been the MVP of this series for us so far. She's carried match after match. She is our Raw Women's Champion. She's our most popular star. Oh, I'm so happy we have the Empress of Tomorrow. But I think we put together a pretty solid show, if I do say so myself. So let's see what SmackDown was able to do. Here's a look at their show. They have nothing booked in the promos and stuff. So no extra money, no extra fans involved here. They just put all of their money into the matches. So first off, they have an Iron Man match between Shayna Baszler and Xia Li. Alexa Bliss also is supposed to run in on this match. And Shayna Baszler picks up the win. And it was a 3.5-star match. They actually beat our opening by 0.5 star. So they really went all out on the stipulations. Austin Theory versus Montez Ford. I don't think this one's a rivalry, so this is our chance to capitalize here. Theory gets the win, and it was only a 2-star match. So that helps us. Yes, we needed a victory here. Theory gets it for SmackDown, but I think we won that spot in the show. In the middle of the card, they had the Universal Championship on the line and a backstage brawl. Very interesting, to say the least, but Cena versus MVP. I am a little worried about this one. $90,000 for a backstage brawl. They spent a lot of money here, but these are their top 2 stars in the men's division, and John Cena retains the championship in a 4.5-star classic, so they get their own classic. But we had ours in the main event, so maybe that'll help us a little bit. As long as these next 2 matches aren't as good, we should be okay. Non-title matchup, Rude and Balor are not putting the SmackDown Tag Team Championships on the line at the PLE. Not sure why, but they're going up against Dawkins and R-Truth, not the Street Profits, which is also interesting. Also, Dawkins is the Intercontinental Championship, so a lot is going on here on SmackDown. But they put the match together. The champs do win, even though the titles were on the line, and it was a 3-star match, so nothing overly over the top here. And the main event of their SmackDown is indeed Noam Dar versus Ivar. Yes, that is their main event, not the Universal Championship match they put in the middle of the show. Instead, it is Noam Dar versus Ivar. 50s pops. It is last man standing. This is a pretty good rivalry for them, but I'm hoping we can beat them here, as the winner of this match is Ivar, which you would expect. And it was only a 3-star match. They only get 3 stars out of their main events. We got 4.5. Yes, they had a 4.5 match earlier in the show, but we do win the main event. So do we win the ratings war? Well, we tied the first match. We won the second mid-card match. We won the first mid-card match, excuse me. They won the second mid-card match. We won the third, and we won the main event. So I think we put together a pretty solid show with all said and done. Also, no injuries, as well as some good work. So we got to get something right. 133,000 fans gain. Oh my lord, that is a lot of fans. And we did gain $49,000. Surely we won this week. 133,000 fans. SmackDown walks away with 108. So we do win the fans and the ratings this week. And they lost $50,000. So this was a huge win for us. We come away from SummerSlam looking really, really well. And we get another power card. Another to the moon card. So we have 2 to the moon popularity power cards we can play, as might be getting close to that time to be able to activate one, considering we have a lot of momentum now. Only about 30,000 behind SmackDown now. We definitely cut the gap in half, and we have more money to play with than they do. We're at 140,000. They have 116,000. So we definitely walk out of SmackDown, or out of SummerSlam, with a lot of momentum. As next up will be Hell in a Cell. We got a couple of things here. First off, Triple H has hit our DMs. He says, just a note of caution, now that Bayley has a stamina level below 40, she's vulnerable to becoming injured. The lower the stamina and the more sternness the match, the greater that risk becomes. So you got to watch that. I don't want Bayley getting hurt. She's still very popular. Superstars who are completely rested will recover 12 stamina points in a week. Those who cut a promo will recover 6 and can't be injured that week. So we might just have Bayley cutting some promos. Maybe give her a rest, considering her feud with Asuka might be complete. So we'll have to wait and see what's next for the Road Model. Even though she lost, she said thanks for the title rematch, and she kept typing and said, I'm a little disappointed, but that's on me. You held up your part, but I didn't follow through. I appreciate you keeping your word, though. Thanks for staying on top of things. Of course, Bayley, you're one of our top stars in our brand, so I always want to make you happy. So I'm glad Bayley's doing okay. Jey Uso says, hey Adam, you've seen the work I've been putting in, but I know I can do more for the brand. What's he got to say? I'm ready to run a main event match, and I know the fans will be excited for it. This will mean a lot to me and for my career. What do you say? I'm actually on the same page as Jay. I think we could put him in the main event, maybe do a Raw Tag Team Championship rematch in the main event of an episode of Raw. Maybe add a little bit of spice stipulation to it. We'll have to wait and see. So yeah, sure, Jay. I think that's definitely something we can do. And he says, perfect. You know I won't let you down. Well, I hope you don't, Jay, considering we got a lot of momentum here. Well, we also just finished a PLE, so let's shake things up. After some premium live event shows, you'll be asked to choose a shake-up. Shake-ups modify your season in new and exciting ways. This is new to WWE 2k23. Shake-ups come in bronze, silver, and gold tiers. Gold tiers shake-ups don't appear as often, but they'll impact your season the most. Shake-up effects can activate instantly, last for a set number of shows, or even the rest of the season. So we got 3 shake-up cards here. We got a bronze one that says Ultimate Betrayal. GM interference costs twice as much, lowers the morale of the superstar who's being run in against more, and increases the popularity of the stars in the match. So that's kind of a double-edged sword. You could increase the popularity of the stars, but you could really make one of your own superstars mad. So that's interesting. Free advertising. All promos cost $75,000 less, or 75% less. I mean, that's cool, but that's not really like over the top. And the silver one is Pride in the Fall. Your most popular male and female superstars each lose 35 popularity, and your least popular each gain 50. That is a huge shift. I don't know if I want to make a shift that's that important, honestly. Out of all 3 of these power cards, I think I'm going to go with the bronze one, actually. I don't really 75% less. I mean, that's not a huge deal. I mean, yeah, it helps you with money, but I'm not really overly worried about that considering that benefits SmackDown too. And then the popularity one, that's just too much of a risk that I don't want to take. We don't really do GM interferences anyway, so I don't think this will really be too much of an impact on us. So I am going to pick the Ultimate Betrayal shake-up card here. And that'll be it. That'll take us to the end of SummerSlam. We did a phenomenal job. You can see that gap is so much smaller than where it was before that show, which is awesome to see. We got some momentum. Now we just got to take advantage. The next PLE is SummerSlam, or not SummerSlam, excuse me. The next PLA is Hell in a Cell. We just finished SummerSlam, which is in 4 shows, so that'll be 2 more episodes build up, and then we'll be next here with their PLE. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I had a blast booking the SummerSlam show. I'm actually loving this series so far. It's been a lot of fun to bring you guys these episodes. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, make sure you drop that like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more MyGM content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.